It is a sport of aggression, of violence, of pain.
It's intense. You zone out, and it's just like you and your opponent.
But for Gaby Santillan, wrestling is her sanctuary. It is her escape.
In our area, at least, the girls wrestle with the guys. There aren't enough girls to make up wrestling teams, so they are part of the boys' team. So when she goes to wrestle, she's wrestling against boys from the other school. She goes out and competes as hard as anybody I've ever seen. Win or lose, she's going for it.
But the reality is Gaby Santillan should not be here. In fact, it's a miracle she is.
There are many kids who have similar stories that you don't know them because they fall off. You don't continue to see them because of the stuff that's happened in their life.
The fourth of 10 kids, Gaby was born to a life of abuse.
My mom was really stressed out because of all these kids she had, and she would abuse us really bad. It was horrible. And she make sure that we wouldn't tell our dad. She's like, okay, don't be telling your dad about this. If you do, I'm gonna hit you harder next time.
But in 6th grade, the abuse took on a new form in the hands of Gaby's brother-in-law.
I went to go get my clothes for school, and he came up behind me and he started touching me, and I was like, wait, what are you doing? You're with my sister, you can't be doing this. I'll tell my sister on you. And he's like, if you tell your sister, I'm gonna kill you.
Gaby stayed quiet until she finally built up the courage to tell her family. The brother-in-law was never charged with a crime, but he was kicked out of the house and left the country.
It was difficult to hear her disclose about some of the things that had gone on. I could see that it was still difficult for her, the pain. It's hard to grasp, but it happens, and I know that it happens all too often.
By the fall of her freshman year, Gaby had joined the wrestling team, a much-needed outlet to channel her pain. But her life was once again about to change.
I was like, what is this? I feel a ball in my stomach, and I was like, no, I'm barely 13, I cannot be pregnant. And so I felt it, and it hurt whenever I pushed it in. And then later on, I started gaining weight.
In June of 2013, Gaby gave birth to a baby boy. She named him Michael.
It's hard to describe because it's beyond anything I've ever felt. It's just so big. It's so much love for this little boy.
Look, my bubble.
She is an amazing parent. I can truly say that. Such a young person, but herself very mature. She's driven by Michael. He has become her purpose in life. He is who she wants to, make proud.
If you visit a Mount Whitney High wrestling practice, you'll still find Gaby, but you'll also find Michael right by her side.
I really admire her. I think admiration is really probably a best way to describe her through all that she's endured, with the adversity that she's dealt with, to still get up every day and have a purpose, not only for herself but for her son.
But perhaps the most overlooked way Michael has changed Gaby's life is her renewed relationship with her own mom.
She's changed a lot. She's not the person she was before. We had this serious talk, and I was like, Mom, why'd you treat me that way? She hugged me, and she's like, I'm so sorry. I never showed you love when you were younger. And she's like, it's the way that I was raised. My mom didn't show me love. And I was like, well, you could have changed that. That's what I'm doing with my son. I'm changing it.
There is nothing more powerful than the love a mother has for her child. And for Gaby, that means giving Michael the life she never had.
When my son was born, the first thing I told him was I'm gonna struggle for you. I'm gonna keep trying for you. I love you.